G'day, it's Al here, owner of Real Dad Movement and High Performance Father. I've got a special coaching video for you that I want to show exclusively to you. It's about three role-playing characters inside of your life, inside of yourself: the judge, the victim, and the one. In this special video that I've done for our High Performance Father Elite Tribesmen, I want to share this with you. In this video, I show you exactly how to conquer all three, how to be the one, and how to remove the judge and victim from your life. So dive on in, mate. Enjoy this special video that we have for you. Make sure you take some time out for yourself, no distractions, pen and paper, some notes if you need. You'll get a lot of value out of this, and the most important part is, instead of a life of blame and shame, you're actually going to realign with what's most important for you and for your family, and to take the right actions, because we're going to show you exactly how to create the changes you need to move forward, remove the judge, remove the victim, or understand the role that they play in your life, that they serve you, not the other way around, and to be the one, the master and commander, in control, leading his life and his family. It's that big mirror, and looking back in that mirror. That's what it is. So whenever someone triggers you, just before you're reacting, you can respond, but respond to yourself first. Why is this triggering me? What's going on inside their world, which has led for them to express this to me? Lover Rob Pellegrini, very specific man, 2 walks with the missus, fantastic. Daily workout, high level workout, daily family focus, awesome Alex Abramoff. What does that look like? Daily family focus. Outcomes and facts. What needs to be true this week for you? What feelings will follow? How will you feel when you achieve this, when you hit this mark, when you get these runs on the board? Understanding the two sides of real. There's the internal. That's the spark. That's what drives you. That's your internal reality. But it can't stay as a fantasy, boys. It cannot. It's not possible. It must be something which is created internally and expressed externally. Keep them rolling in, lads. Well done. I've started diving into more audio books and reading more again. Goals to read 2 books this month. That's my monthly tab for self. 2 books this month. Of course, the weekly tab is layered and laced with training, nutrition, walking, podcasts, audiobooks. 2 sides of real. Create it internally, carry it through externally. And then roll through the chain. Do what you said you would do. Build the competence. Follow through. Should be one more C before that. Completion, then competence, then confidence, then courage. I can do this. It is possible. Then commitment and recommit and do that again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's a very powerful thing that Grant just said. Then staying focused. Your life starts, and for some of you ends, with attention. As soon as you attend to something else or someone else that doesn't have your best interest at heart, you immediately forfeit control and forfeit direction in navigating throughout your own life and being the commander of your own ship. Immediately. What are you attending to that isn't serving you? What are you attending to passively or subconsciously? That doesn't mean I don't let the hair down and let the girls paint my nails and do dress ups with daddy at times. Actively choosing and actively engaging in that environment experience with my children. But very quickly, we can attend to many other things. And before we know it, there goes 15 to 30 minutes. There's your 3 hours straight away in a week. And yeah, I like that, Jace. Focus is the opposite of stress. It's a good one. It's a good one, mate. Good tabs rolling in. Boys, as we dive into this mindset piece, it's critical that you understand. You must get aligned. You must invest in the vessel that will carry you through to the destination that you actually want, the place that you desire to be. You must have that level of accountability in the environment to nurture you and pull you through. That's immersing in the right environment and having the coaches to give you the right feedback that you need to move forward and keep winning. This is the 1%. How do we do that? Let's strip that back. What does my tab look like? What are the targets in family, self, and service? You only need one big target. There's a big whirlwind of life. That shit you need to organize and handle. You can't do that if you don't invest in yourself. The whirlwind, the daily tasks, we all have them. But what's the one most important thing from which, if I focus on that, it will elevate my life the most? What does that look like to you? What does that look like for you? What are the actions that will get you there? It could be 1, 2, 4 actions. I want to read a book, no dramas. What does that look like? Well, I'm actually going to start by time blocking between 9 and 9:30 at night. Then I'm going to actually choose a book that I enjoy because I haven't read for a while. So I'm going to find a book, even if I've read it before, so I'm semi-familiar. I'm going to read it, and I'm actually going to really enjoy this because it's a book that I love and I know how it works and how it ends. Whether it's a fantasy or fact book or fiction, doesn't matter. Like, this is something I'm connected to. I do have a speed reading course. I am working on it. I know a few of you boys asked me for it. It was a phenomenal course that I did. I am going to do our version, an updated version for you. I will roll that out this month, fellas. That is a priority for me. That's incredible. Teaches you about indenting, how to read, using your finger. You should all use finger. Reading is reading. It's your eyes. It's not the skill set they take us away from school. Reading is reading with your eyes. It's not speaking the words inside your head. So use your finger. Your eyes are faster than what you can speak. That's just one tip. Use your left hand. That's going to tap into the creative side of the right part of your brain. Use your left hand, get yourself set up nicely, and start following through with a finger or with a pen. There's your first tip. Boys, let's dive into our role-playing characters. There are 3 characters inside of you. Inside of you, your life, your heart, and your mind. There's the judge, there's the victim, and there's the one. You are the one. At your core, the true being of who you are is the one. We spoke about this a little bit yesterday morning. You are the one, fellas. This is your life. This is your reality. This is your world. Everything around it connected to you is connected to you because of you. The end. First, we must recognize, though, these imposters that try to have a lead role in playing our life. The judge is the little voice inside that barks at you at times or whispers like the silent devil that it is. It gives you accusations, false accusations into your identity and who you are, blames you, tries to put you down or attacks you, and ultimately judges you. Judgment is not a great thing. You can observe actions and choose to align or not align with them. That is different. I'm not washing words. I'm not sugarcoating, but judgment is never a good thing to have unless you can live in someone else's shoes for a day, which we all know is physically, literally impossible. We can assume, but then when you assume, you're falling into a trap. And when you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. You need to say no to the judge of self, fellas, the judgment of you. The accusations, the little voice inside, the attacks and put downs, the judgment, just don't do it. It's familiarity and comfort, familiarity and comfort. You don't need to do that training session today, Al. Just eat some chocolate, mate. You'll be right. You've earned it. Oh, you'll never achieve that. No, just stay safe. That's too risky. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? All these whirlwinds of thoughts creeping in, which become emotions, which then start to become belief systems. Remember the identity cycle. There's your belief systems, there's your feelings, there's your thoughts, there's your actions. If you start to underpin yourself here, there'll be none of this. This will get completely destroyed, which means your belief systems will get shot to shit. And your identity of who you are goes in an order where it doesn't serve you or anyone else around you. Fellas, this is the judge. We all have him. He will never leave. He's made himself comfortable inside of all of our households, and with good reason, which we'll go through. The victim accepts the judge's ruling. The victim is an acceptance of a low self-worth, believes false realities, has a low level of energy and functioning, and blames others, which means they take no ownership over their own life. Ultimately is a pushover. Isn't it crazy? Victim's a dangerous place to be. We can all be a victim of something. You're understanding the context what I'm talking about, I'm sure. If I walk out after I finish your session and someone shoots me in the face, well, obviously there's a level of being a victim or being on the other end or on the other hand of someone else's actions. I understand that. This victim's deadly because what it's doing is it's accepting the attacks from within us, and also deflecting and pushing outwards. More often than not, to those that they love, those that they care about, and those that hold a pretty special important place in their heart when you think about it at a core level. The victim has also made itself at home. Hopefully not, Drew. It's pretty dark out the back, but I guess being 6'4" and 110, I could probably throw at least 3 or 4. Neither of these are going to serve you long-term, boys. What we must do, and when we look at this, what their role is creating a falsehood of reality, a fantasy or nightmare. They take your power and it eliminates evolution. You'll never go up the stairs towards the greater version of who you can become. It'll be a slippery slope towards regret, pain, bitterness, resentment, and all the other things that come about from those who don't take ownership and responsibility of their life and rise up to be the one, which means the past and future is one that continually repeats a cycle, a vicious cycle of familiarity and comfort. Problem is, when you've got the past and the future, there is no now, and that's the only place that you can actually truly get your power. So what do? You understand and recognize that they are always going to be a part of your life. They always will be. The judge and the victim, though, they show you what not to do and who not to be. You can't know good without evil. You can't know right without wrong. How would you know what your rights are without the wrongs that you've expressed or experienced inside of your own life that you now have a better gauge on and observation of in where that was leading for your life to where it can lead? You can't have day without night. How would you even know what sunlight means? They are necessary in life, fellas. They really are. You're so much stronger than these. So much stronger than the judge and the victim.